Hello, welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. This is my introduction to my Eurovision 2024 Top 37 Countdown. Now, if you are not yet subscribed, please do click on that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And as always with all my videos, please do like, share and comment below. So every year, as you may have, if you've been following this channel for a while, I do a set of videos, a preview countdown of all of the year's entries for this year at Eurovision. It used to be just something that I did on my website before it migrated to doing both website and also YouTube, the YouTube videos. Now, I've traditionally ordered these kind of through my personal preference, just as a way of making it slightly more interesting than doing it A to Z or doing it through any other kind of means. But as I always have to sort of caveat very strongly every year, particularly I think these probably past 2 years, is that these are just my way of ordering them to do the previews. But in fact, I'm not saying that because if I put something at 37 or 36 or 35, I don't think it's going to do well. It's just kind of whether it fits my own personal taste. And obviously my personal taste is different to your personal taste. But what I do in the previews is, as well as giving a little bit of a view about what I personally feel about it, I will do my best to kind of talk through a bit about the artist, about maybe some of the selection process, what the song might be about, and of course critically kind of how the song's being received, how it might do at Eurovision based on how that country's done before, based on where it's in the running order. We do already have the running orders for the semi-finals, how some of the live performances have been gone down, if we've got them yet, just to sort of bring a bit of a picture as to what might be coming up. Now, as every year, I think I'm going to try and do something a little bit more sort of adventurous with my videos, rather than just me sitting talking to camera as I do for most of it. I may try and do some editing, some basic editing for the latter videos. I'd hoped that I might have got started a bit earlier to learn more about how to do it for these earlier ones, but I suspect I won't be doing that. But since most of my videos are me just chuntering on without any sort of bells and whistles, I'm sure you won't mind too much on that. Now, last year I shifted it slightly. I was meant to start on the 1st of April. This year the intention is to start on the 30th of March, which is the Saturday, Easter Saturday, and that's on that basis I will be doing a video a day with 37 that will take us to the the Sunday before Eurovision. Last year I ended up delaying the start of it, and I ended up doing 2 videos a day for the kind of the first section of the first sort of, I think it was around the first, I think it was up to about 19 or 20 that I did 2 videos a day, and then I went to kind of just single videos, just in terms of timing. I think this year I am going to try and do this one a day, and just get cracking with it. However, if that's subject to change, I'll make sure I post it up on my Twitter account, which you can follow. It's in the description, and also I'll probably just try and say something here on YouTube as well, maybe in the community notes, just to say when I'm starting. But that is certainly the intention that I'm going to do. I'll be creating a Eurovision 2024 playlist on my YouTube channel, so I will just collect all of them there. So if you want to just dip in and don't want to necessarily sit and wait for each day, but just go and listen to a load of them, after a couple of weeks or so, you can do so through that playlist. I'm doing this before I've been to London Eurovision. Obviously, that's always a big moment in the year for me. I've been very lucky. I've managed to get tickets every year since I first tried to go, which was in 2011 now, which does kind of set me back a bit, because this is quite a while ago now. It was when Italy first returned, just in 2011. So unfortunately for these early videos, I may see some of those performers at London Eurovision that might be in the lower positions, but that's just the way it goes. Obviously, wherever I know that they've done live performance, at least I can sort of use some of that as in some of how it's formulated, my thoughts on it. I will, of course, obviously be talking about London Eurovision in a separate video following that as well. And we'll be looking at kind of just how things are doing in the kind of the odds and also the Eurovision scoreboard as well. Again, that kind of varies as time goes on. So some of the so it'll be very much dependent on when I record the videos. That's kind of all there is to say really this year. I think I posted a much longer video last year in my introduction to the preview countdowns, but I think I probably said I don't think I need to repeat a lot of that. But I do hope you'll join me on the journey. Obviously do please keep commenting on the videos. It's always good to hear what you think of the different songs, as I say, because what I put as my number 33, you might put as your number 1 and vice versa. So it's always interesting to hear. But of course, please do, as I will, do stay respectful rather than any kind of just nasty or hate-filled comments, please. And with all that said, please do join me as we get started soon, and take care and see you soon.